This is Kelso Sturgeon. Thank you very much for tuning in for another session of Handicapping 101. Today our focus is going to be on the weekend's college basketball games, but before we get to that, let's talk about the college bowl games. I put together a package which I think is priced right, and I guarantee you it's going to win for you. I'm releasing all 35 college bowl games beginning this Saturday with 3 of them, the 3 bowls on Saturday. I'll be using all 3, highlighted by a 25-unit play on one of those games. The bowl package includes not only a unit-rated play on every single game, it includes my 200-unit college bowl game of the year, my 100-unit college bowl upset game of the year. You can get the entire bowl package and start winning on Saturday for just $175 charged to your major credit card. Sign up today on this site or toll free at 1-800-755-2255. Once again, the entire bowl season, $175. I'll get the money for you. Sign up today on this site or toll free 1-800-755-2255. And now a word about college basketball. First of all, I am releasing my 50-unit college basketball game of the week on Saturday. You don't want to miss it. College basketball has reached a point in the season where we pretty much know that what we see is what we get, but that comes with a major caveat this week. You know, the first semester is over. The second semester won't begin until at the colleges until early January, but when the first semester ends, those players who were ineligible to play the first semester can now take the floor beginning right now. And there's a lot of teams that are going to add good players, key players that are going to make them much better. There also are teams that are going to lose good players because they didn't make the grade in the classroom. You've got to pay attention to all the details right now. This is another situation where in college basketball you need to make certain that what you see is what you get. Now, very interestingly, you know, the most heralded freshman in the country makes his debut for Kansas on Saturday against USC. It's Josh Selby, a young man who was the #1 rated college basketball player in the, high school basketball player in the nation last year. Played at Lake Clifton High School in Baltimore, averaged 30 points a game. He's going to have an immediate impact on Kansas. In other words, Kansas, which may be the best basketball team in the country after Duke, is going to get better. They're not going to get worse. Connecticut adds a 7'1" center from Germany who looks like he could be a real game breaker. You also have the fact that at Charlotte, the coach has suspended the team's best player and leading scorer for the entire season. So their profile is going to change right now. Make sure that in college basketball, what you see is what you get. And it does change right now for some of these teams. Don't bet blindly. The best thing to do, and I do it on every game that I use, I go to the website of that school and just see what I can find out about are there new additions? Are there players who were effective during the first semester but now are gone because they didn't make the grades? Pay attention to the details and you'll take a big edge. There's also a couple of other factors I want to point out in college basketball. You know, experience there's nothing better than experience for college basketball teams, and Notre Dame is a team that's showing it. It starts a veteran lineup made up of players who actually have been together, all of them, for 4 years. They know one another. There's a reason Notre Dame is 8-0 despite starting the season off the board and unranked. You know, you also got to understand that a team, you know, let's take 2 games last night. We had Oakland at Tennessee. Nobody's ever heard of Oakland. I happened to release them as my free game that night and got the cash as Oakland upset previously undefeated Tennessee. We also had Drexel at Louisville. Drexel beat Louisville straight up. There's a couple of things you need to read into this. You know, really do your homework, and the one thing that you need to look at most of all is you've got to weigh the talent that all these teams have. Oakland has tremendous talent. They've got a center who's averaging better than 20 points and 10, I think 25 points and 10 rebounds a game. He'll be a a first round draft choice in the NBA. You have Drexel, a team that can just slow anybody to a walk, drive them crazy, and beat them. There's a reason Drexel is 7-1. Has to do with its style. So when you look at these games, make certain that the underdog or the lesser-known team doesn't have a player like Keith Benson of Oakland, who can absolutely kill you, and he did destroy Tennessee all by himself. Also, look and study a team's style of play. You know, if you can get 12 or 15 points with a team like Drexel, you know, you've got a shot because they're going to slow the game to a walk and make the other team play their game. College basketball is very handicappable and very beatable right now. Just pay attention to all the details and you'll get the money more often than not. Thank you very much for watching. We'll be right back here tomorrow with my NFL report.